Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Tactical Mind. My name is Lost and welcome back to another video. Today's video is of course going to be a detailed breakdown of Jaeger, his rework, his loadout, where I think he is in the game right now, along with detailed roaming tips on how to typically play a roamer, not specifically just Jaeger. And without further ado, let's go and jump right into today's video. So like what I said, this is going to be a very basic breakdown of Jaeger, and of course being more complex as further the video goes. Anyways, jump right into the basics. Jaeger is your average 2-speed, 2-armor operator. He used to be a 3-speed, but not anymore. I feel like this change has not made a huge effect on him. He's still a great operator to bring, obviously, and he will always be needed regardless of how many nerfs he takes to his main gadget or to his gun. Speaking of his main gadget, his gadget also got nerfed. Instead of his ADS taking 2 projectiles before burning out and just get destroying, the ADS now takes 10 seconds per projectile takes down. And has infinite charges, meaning if you don't get rid of it and you continually toss this window for 10 seconds every time, it is going to continue destroying every one of those projectiles. Until you actually destroy the ADS itself. So you cannot burn out an ADS, but you can burn out to prolong, or I guess, wait for the recharge time. Again, 10 seconds long. In my opinion, I feel like this will have more of a chance on the meta. Apparently it has not. I feel like 10 seconds is way too long. I know I have made many pushes using Nomad, Ying, and other oppressive operators that have a lot of projectile utility, such as smokes, flashbangs, air jabs, all that stuff of the liking, where I have to burn just either my flashbangs or a smoke. Push in, toss all my candelas, flash complete the whole room, run in and kill everybody. If these are not stacked, it's not going to be very effective when one is by itself. So let's go talk about more of the purpose of the ADSs and placements. So placements generally you put on hot spots or popular areas where attackers will push from. White stairs in kids dorms and main dorms in Oregon is very popular. So putting a Jaeger ADS on the side right here will prevent anybody that took control white stairs tossing any kind of projectile into this room. Same thing for this big window. If you place this on the wall right here, this prevents anybody from tossing, again, more utility into this room to either break down the mirror or to get rid of someone playing behind bunks, just to frag them out. Double stacking is usually going to be more of a common thing you're going to see now, especially up in the higher ranks. The reason for that being is like what I said, of the rework of of his gadget. So bringing 2 ADSs so they can at least take 2 projectiles will be better than just one itself, since it'll be a lot more easier to trick, counter, whatever word you want to use to play against Jaeger. More about placements, it's not just denying projectiles but also protecting friendly equipment and also friendly players and teammates. Let's say, I don't know, Ash or Sophia is playing outside and they want to get rid of this barbed wire and they can't knife it from here. They already cleared out this mirror and they just need to make a push, or maybe someone's playing this bunk and they just need to be aggressive. That Jaeger ADS right there on the wall is preventing them from destroying this barbed wire, or maybe a Melusi charge, or a Melusi Banshee, or any gadget of that liking, right? You want to set them up to or protect them. That's why when you guys saw my video for the breakdown yesterday on Mira, I would either double stack or keep at least one ADS on each of the mirrors, because they're going to be such hot spots or high priority targets for the attackers to get rid of and destroy. So again, double stacking on a spot like this will be very, very important. Now let's go and talk about Jaeger's ADS and what it can capture and destroy. Jaeger's ADS can pretty much capture and destroy any projectile the attackers can throw at them, apart from Capital. Capital has his crossbow, and of course he can use his smoke bolts and his fire bolts, which Jaeger ADS does not register and cannot destroy once they fly through or cross over a path of the ADS. Womai is the only operator that can counter this, however. Womai is the only operator that can pretty much counter any single projectile the attacker has to throw at them, and that's why I believe Womai right now is in a better position than Jaeger. Jaeger has a weaker gun, his overall core gadget got nerfed. Womai did get nerfed as well. He lost his shield and he also lost a frisbee. But he is more flexible. Womai is more flexible in why he's played Pro League a lot more. He's more flexible than Jaeger ADS, especially now. With a 10-second recharge, it makes it much more easier for pushes. Instead of the air jabs, the track stingers, the traps and the utility that the attackers need to bring or set up, that Jaeger usually prevents, that he cannot do as good anymore. I'm not saying you should start bringing Womai every single game, or Womai is a better operator. I still say, well, Jaeger is always going to be needed. He's always going to be played. He's, of course, always going to be very popular. Right now, I believe Womai's main gun, his AR, I don't know the name of it, forgot. I don't play Womai, at least there that often. I play his MPK. Does 42, 43 damage, I believe. That's the damage Jaeger's 416 used to do. Now it does 38. It got nerfed pretty heavily, although against 2 speeds and 3 speeds, sorry, it's pretty much the same. When it comes to him attacking 3 armors, it's a different game. He needs to put a little bit more bullets in them, and the time to kill is a bit higher. Now, for the last part of this video is roaming. I feel like a lot of you guys are mainly focused and looking forward to roaming, because I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Jaeger. But this channel is for all levels of players. Whether you're silver, gold, bronze, diamond, champion, I do not care what level you are. You can always learn something in the game of Siege, especially when it comes to roaming. A lot of high player roamers, typically fraggers, will be the ones roaming, but they'll be usually looking for kills. If you can get a kill, that is great. If you can kill a hard breach or a high value target, so what I like to call them, hard breachers or heavily support operators such as Cabotail, any hard breacher, any one of those operators are going to have a huge effect on the outcome of the round. If you can kill their only hard breacher or kill all the hard breachers, of course that's a very, very, very high advantage toward the defenders, because you don't no longer have to pay attention to the walls, you no longer have to bandit trick, you no longer have to use your time and utility on those things like you would if they were still alive. So roaming, number one rule of roaming is time management and time wasting. Your goal as a roamer is to fend off and to prevent them from getting closer to the objective, and to waste time as much as possible. Do not take every single gunfight you can. That's a no-no. You want to remain as long as possible, not as short as possible. If you die in the first 30 seconds of the round, you have done nothing for your team in the long run. You only burn up 30 seconds, which in the end game, every second does count. Every second does count. However, you want to prolong them for a minute, for 2 minutes. If you can prolong them for the whole round, just you running around and they're chasing you, that's fucking good. Try not to get backed into a corner. Of course, when you're playing as Jaeger, he does not have impacts. Try yourself in a corner, you're pretty much setting yourself up for a last stand. Try not to get trapped. Don't get flanked. Of course, be wary of every corner you turned, especially if an oppressive roamer, an oppressive attacker such as Jackal, Lion, or Dokkaebi, any of those toxic operators are chasing you or following you. You need to be either pre-firing every corner if you hear somebody, or just very wary and very cautious. So let's go back to the killing. When it comes to fragging, again, you want to pick and choose your fights. You don't want to take every single gunfight. It's not the smartest thing to do. If you see a whole crowd of them, maybe even if you get a down but not out, let it go. If you down a kill and you cannot actually secure it, that's fine. At least you know that one of them was one shot, and that later on in the round, that's going to come to your play and to your advantage. Not a lot of oftentimes people have clutched rounds with 20 HP. Most guns do more than 20 damage and will kill them first bullet on impact.
5 seconds to go.
Alright, and that's going to be all for today. I hope everybody liked the detailed breakdown for Jaeger, for his Reworked Gadget, for his loadout, where the position I think he is in the game. I still feel like Womai is slightly stronger than Jaeger right now. He's also a bit more flexible than Jaeger. But both are great operators. I'm not talking shit on my boy. Jaeger is still a great op. He's still necessary for every single round for any level of competitive play. If you liked the video, please drop a like, please sub and comment. I really appreciate it. I'm almost at 500 subs. I'm halfway there. I am loving it. I appreciate it. Please share this with your friends. Anybody you think that needs this video that can help them out, I will, again, much more appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Peace.